We aim high, we aim to rise, and every vision that's real is analyzed. Till every fight in my bones has been applied. Every thought I'ma lose will be denied. Dedicated to the cause. I'm back, I'm reborn, that's facts. Now take back what's yours. Rose from the floods. With one breath, the exhale what's left. I'm back to show love. What you recommend is what you represent. Gotta fight with a cause for the innocents. That's the mission in, is what we visioning. Everything stops on the drop, cause we listen when 143, 143 speaks. 143, 143 speaks. 143, 143 speaks. From the streets to the most elite. Now who's got the guts to last? I'm in line next. Who's got the guts to pass? I'm in direct. Who can convince the class? Ain't no time left. Welcome to the journey of the mindset.
What's going on, world family? It's your boy Donald Jones, and welcome to season 3 of Journey of the Mindset. I have 2 special guests here, and they are amazing. I just want to let you know that. I want to introduce you to Lauren and Alik. Got it right?
Yeah.
So dope. I just want to let you know that. I love the name. I love it, love it, love it. And they are the Laughing Lug Bugs. So let me explain something to y'all right now. Why do I have them here? I have them here because I was on Clubhouse and they went into a club room and they were talking about the things that they do. And I'm not going to give it up too much. They were talking about the things that they do. And at first, when I heard it, right, I was saying to myself, like, nah, that's not going to work. And when I went home and practiced it, not only did I practice it on my friends. And everybody started to do it. And I said to myself right then and there, like, I'm a believer. I'm a believer in it. I'm a believer in it. And I need y'all to come on to the podcast show because I need y'all to talk to my viewers, talk to my listeners, talk to everybody that's been following us to let them know about it. So before I even I spill the beans, I'm going to be quiet and I'm just going to let y'all introduce yourself. What is it that y'all do that I found, one, so fascinating, but 2, I think that is something that definitely changed the world if people are open to it?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
First, we want to thank you and give much gratitude and appreciation to you for allowing us to share what we do and just be on your platform.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So hello to all your viewers.
Hello.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here and we appreciate it. So we are certified laughter yoga leaders, and we facilitate laughter yoga sessions. So laughter yoga, a lot of people are like, what is laughter yoga?
That's what I was like at first. I was like, what?
Or we laugh all the time. Why do we need this?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are the things that went through my mind, and that's why I was curious, and I wanted y'all to explain more and go in depth to it.
Yeah, so laughter yoga is a unique exercise routine. So it is legit. It's a unique exercise routine where we do laughter exercises and deep yogic breathing exercises. So unlike traditional yoga, you don't need to be flexible. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't even need to be in a good mood to join a laughter yoga session because we're doing laughter exercises and deep yogic breathing pranayama exercises. And with the laughter exercises, you do not need to rely on humor, jokes, or comedy. We laugh for no reason.
Or any reason at all.
Yeah, so basically, in a laughter yoga session, you're guaranteed laughter because you're volunteering your laughter. The reason why you don't need to be in a good mood for our class is because the body and the brain does not know the difference between real laughter and fake laughter. So you can actually fake it and you will reap the benefits of a laughter yoga session, which there is many, but we'll wait until you ask us.
I'll be there. So let me ask you a question. How did you find it? How did you discover it? Like, what made you be open to it and say, hey, you know what? This is something I'm going to try.
Okay, so this is kind of a long story, but we'll try to summarize.
We got the time. This is Journey of Mindset. We're going to go on this journey with you.
Okay, so it all started a few years ago where I was experiencing a lot of stress. So I was the type of person to internalize stress, like everything that was happening out here, whether it was stress or whether it was worry or whatever that was going on, it affected me so much that I would internalize that. And after a while, I started to develop health issues due to this stress. Because over time, what I learned is over time, when you hold a lot of stress in your body, it develops into disease because the body never forgets. So I started, experiencing like anxiety, panic attacks. My heart would palpate really fast. I was also diagnosed with hypertension, and it wasn't because of my diet or anything. It was just because I would, internalize everything and get really stressed out. And I just got to a point where I didn't want to live like that anymore. I didn't want to continue to internalize stress, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how I was going to stop it. I was so used to being in that space and doing life like that. But I got to a breaking point because my health was starting to be affected by the way that I was dealing with stress. And so I really was, like at a point where I just wanted to help myself get out of this. So I Googled the words unique ways to relieve stress, and laughter yoga popped up. So I'm like, laughter yoga, what is that? I never heard of that. So my next Google search was, after I read some information about it, I was like, this is cool and unique way to relieve stress. I read all the benefits. I was like, wow. And I was most surprised by it. It said that it's the only exercise routine where you can benefit your mental, emotional, and physical health at the same time. So I was like, wow. I was like, I want to see about this. So my next Google search was laughter yoga sessions near me. Two popped up. One was outdoors, one was indoors, two different locations, two different instructors. I registered for both of them because they were a week apart. So I went to the first session came along, and I went to the first session. Well, I asked my two female cousins to join me in that session, and they both agreed, and we went to it, and we enjoyed it. It was interesting. It was unique, but I really wasn't sold on it. I just couldn't put my finger on it at the time, but I was just like, yeah, it was cool. It's interesting, but I don't know. It just didn't really click where I was sold on it, or like, oh yeah, this is going to be a part of my life. I wasn't convinced. I just thought it was all right. So, and it was fun. But that was it. So I debated with myself that entire week, the following week, like, do I want to go to this other class that I registered for? But at the time period, I was training myself to listen to my intuition more, and listen to my gut feeling. So although my mind was saying, it was fun, but it wasn't all of that, my gut feeling was saying, try it again. This is a different instructor. This is a different location. You may have a different experience. You won't know unless you try it again. So I kept on going back and forth. I was like, no, I'm not going to go. But then that weekend did arrive, and I'm like, I called up my two female cousins again. I'm like, hey, you want to join me in another laughter yoga session? It's at a different place. The first one said, oh, I passed. I have a hot date tonight. I'm not going with you. I'm chill. I'm good. The other one said she enjoyed it, but she'll pass. She was like, I enjoyed it the first time, but I'll pass. I'm not going. So that's what led me to turn to my husband. And I'm like, I want to go to this laughter yoga session again. And he's like, again? He's like, why would you want to go again? You just told me that you went last weekend and it was okay, but why you want to go again? I was like, I don't know. My gut feeling is telling me, my intuition is telling me I should try it again. I don't know, but can you please come with me? I don't want to go alone. And I'll let him take over for what happened.
Because I definitely want to know your first thoughts on, hey, because I know what question is coming. So I definitely want to know your thoughts.
I started mentally preparing myself. I said, I know I'm going to have to stand in. I know I'm going to have to stand in and support her. So when she asked me, I was kind of prepared, but I was hoping that she didn't ask me. But my wife, I had to stand by her. So I went, but it was on a Sunday morning in New Jersey. It was in the middle of the winter. We were just married maybe a couple of months prior to that. And I had just got injured on a job and laid off. So I wasn't in a good space. I didn't really want to go and do yoga or anything. Like I never took a yoga lesson before. So I didn't know what it entailed. So got there, whole bunch of strangers there. People I never saw before. They're, you know, staring in your face. The rules are you have to make eye contact. It's pre-COVID, so, you know, everybody's still pretty much in your face. So I'm like, dang, she got me here, and we're around all these strangers. I'm reading all the notes on the wall and the billboard, and just telling me all the rules and the benefits of it. And I'm like, nah, this stuff ain't true. Like, she just bought into some stuff off the internet, and she has me here. And I'm reading everything. I'm like, there are too many benefits for this stuff to be true. And like, the instructor came in and she gave us the like the brief, and she said, okay, rate how you feel on a scale of 1, you're not feeling too good, 10, you're feeling really good. Shut down your brain. Don't think about anything else but what we're here to do. And laughter yoga becomes contagious. Well, laughter becomes contagious within 2 minutes of a session in a group, and that you reap the benefits within 15 minutes. I'm like, come on, really? Whatever. But session started, I listened to the rules, we started to participate, and I got a sense of humor, but I'm serious. And I didn't want to be there, so I was a little sarcastic with the exercises. So I did it my own way. They gave me instructions, I just put my own twist on it. So I'm doing them, and I checked in with myself, and she said, Ray, how you feeling? So I'm like, I ain't really too good, I'm not happy being here, I didn't want to be here. I'm at like a 2, if I'm generous with myself. Started doing it, I checked in, not even check in. I'm doing the exercises, and I'm just like, this isn't working. This isn't working. But I remember the number she gave us. So when I rated my check back with the number, it wasn't a 2 anymore. I was at a 7. Even though I was faking it the whole time, I'm faking the exercises. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing everything. But I was bugging. I'm clowning as I'm doing this stuff, and I'm laughing, I'm feeling good, but I hadn't checked in with my body, like the 2 didn't connect. And when it connected, I'm like, yo, this stuff works. It worked from not wanting to be there to me, like being excited and having fun. So I'm like, yo, we still got more time. So I proceeded to go for the rest of the session. Went through with it, I'm feeling good. The instructor told us, like, if you keep a smile on your face, that helps to trick your body into feeling that you're happy. So I went home, we ate, showered, everything, got ready for bed. Laying in bed, I'm like, I want to keep this feeling. So I'm laying in bed, just laying on my back, looking at the ceiling, and I'm smiling. I'm like, I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna smile being laid off out of existence. I'm just smiling, like, I'm hurt, I'm smiling. Everything just washed away. So I laid in bed, sun rose. Now, before the sun rose, it was like 5 in the morning. I jumped out of bed. I'm a morning person. Lauren isn't. I asked her to come go jogging with me, but it was cold. She didn't want to go out. So I went for a jog. So I'm jogging down the road, and it's early morning commute time. So I'm running down the road, and I'm like, jogging and laughing. People are looking at me like I got 5 heads. They just turning as they're driving past me, and I'm on the side of the road. So some people are flashing like, this guy's crazy. He's jogging down the road and just laughing like a madman. So I'm doing this, and I'm feeling good. I still captured the way I was feeling. I was still on the high from the day before. I got back home, and I told Lauren, this stuff works. Like, it's good. I'm like, we got to keep doing this. We got to keep doing this. So we did it. We went out the next day, and she likes to tell the story because I said we have to go out the next day and do it. You got to do it with me because you introduced me to it. You got to come. I thought she would want to, but again,
it's funny.
It was just that
it's funny how it turned into a his thing now.
Yeah.
Funny.
And it was because it was in the morning. So the reason why he was doing that is because at the end of the session, the instructor challenged us for 40 days to laugh in your daily routine for no reason at all. Just laugh and include laughter in your daily life. So he took it really seriously. So he was laughing. I was laughing in the shower, but the next morning, I'm not a morning person. So I was just like, I'm not laughing yet. I didn't wake up yet. So, but when he came back in and told me his experience, he was like, I feel so good. You got to join me. So I said, okay, so I make a deal with you. I'm not going for a morning run with you, but I will go for a morning walk with you. And we can laugh while we walk. So that morning came, and we were laughing and walking. And the experience that he described with people looking at him like he was strange happened to both of us. As we were walking and laughing, we're just laughing and just walking, and people are looking at us like.
And I thought, because we're not alone, I'm not alone now. it won't look strange.
Yeah. So what was interesting is, because remember, we're not just having any conversation. We're not talking. We're just walking like, just walking and laughing. So they're looking at us like, these people, something's wrong. Like
Crossing the street on us and everything.
Yeah, they were
We're
like,
not even trying to walk on the same side of the
yeah. So that's when we had our very first aha moment earlier in our laughter yoga journey. And we were like, wow, this is so interesting. People think we're weird because we're laughing. But if we were arguing with each other, or we held stress or tension in our face, or if we were sad, would that be weird? Would that be abnormal? No. So we had our first aha moment. Let's normalize laughter. Let's normalize walking around being happy and
make
laughing.
Make it smile the default face.
Yeah, make laughing.
I like that.
Yeah,
like full face.
Because you go back to your resting face, a lot of people just scowl. They had a mean mug on and everything. Life is good.
Yeah. So we were like, wow, this stuff is amazing. And I felt so good. So I started off the morning walk fake laughing because I'm not a morning person. So I was like, ha, 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 ha. And we're walking. He's like, come on, come on. And then we stopped talking and we just laughed. And then it became real after a while. And that's when it started feeling really good. And we continued that. And what we found also interesting is that after a while, even though we were including it in our daily lives, the effects of laughter, the laughter yoga session started to dissipate a little bit because you go back to your normal self, you know, and you don't practice it on a regular basis.
By then I was asking her, when's the next session?
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the next session.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bugging her like every other day. It's like, when's the next session?
And I'm like, the lady is only holding it once a month. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. It's like everyone's telling them, like, we're gonna go. I already registered. So we did go to that session. And once again, it was so powerful. It was so amazing. I really enjoyed it. And at the end of it, we both really enjoyed it. And at the end of it, and we were convinced that time, we were like, oh, this is good. Like, wow, we feel so good. It's so good. So at the end of that session, she asked us a question. She said, have you ever done laughter yoga before? Have you ever participated in a session? So of course, Alik's answer was no, only the first time prior. And my answer was, yes, I participated before coming to your session. But something was so different about your session. I don't know what it was, but I really enjoyed it this time, the last time, which is why we came back to you. So she asked me more details about it. She's like, what was the location? What was the name of the instructor? And I shared it with her, shared the details. And she said, oh, I heard of that woman. She's not certified in laughter yoga. She learned off of YouTube. So that's when we discovered another aha moment that because laughter yoga seems so easy to do, people think that they can learn off of YouTube and that's it, that they can hold a laughter yoga session. But I bear witness to it that it's a big difference between a certified laughter yoga teacher and someone that is not certified. And that's what led to the next question. Immediately after she said that, Alik says, how do we get certified?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So it was actually his idea to get certified. A lot of people find that so interesting because they're like, you're the one that came up with this stuff or found it. And he was the actual.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. I was skeptical. Like, I didn't believe. I was like, nah, this doesn't work. And to go from disbelieving it to believing, I'm like, I got to get certified.
Yeah.
I know too many people that are upset, stressed out, feeling like I feel to get certified. I could pass this on.
Yeah. So we did.
Even check out the I'm so sorry. Even check out the power, right? Because you just lost your job, you were in a rough spot, you were open to go, and then I don't know the predicament that you were in when you said, you know what, let's get certified. You still had this positive mindset to keep on going when a lot of people in your circumstances are dwelling it instead of pushing forward. So I want to commend you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is amazing. You pushed through, and it changed our lives so much emotionally, mentally, and physically. And I no longer internalize my stress. I no longer suffer with I don't suffer with any health issues anymore. Like, they're gone because we continue to practice this. And not only because we have a business and being certified laughter yoga and facilitators, we actually live this stuff. We're passionate about it because it works, and it worked in our lives. It worked in our relationship. It improved our relationship with each other, the others around us, and even most importantly, it improved the relationship with ourselves. So this works, and like we're just so passionate about it because we know that it works and we feel that it works. And if you're human, it's gonna work for you too. And everyone is human, like people are human, and it's something that is so easy to do.
It's an instant mood boost.
So we want to just share it with as many people as we can, which is why we're always so grateful to share it on any platform that allows us to, because it really does work. It worked, changed our lives.
It definitely does. So I didn't want to give up too much in the beginning, so I wasn't able to really, to go in and dive into what you guys gave to me that day when I heard y'all speak. So I came home and I'm on the phone. I'm talking to my best friend. I'm talking to another one of my best friends, and we're on three-way and we're talking. And I'm saying to myself, they're having a conversation that I'm not interested in. I'm just sitting there on the phone. I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. And I start laughing, and I just start cracking up. They start cracking up. Not only do they start cracking up, my girlfriend's in the kitchen, comes out, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm just laughing so much, and she's just like, "You're crazy." It just starts laughing, and I'm just like, this right here is powerful. And literally, the vibration that it sends through your body, it lasts even when you stop laughing. So that's something that I found very intriguing about it, and I like it because one, it forces you to open up. It forces you to say, you know what, I really don't care what other people are going to say about what I'm doing, but I'm going to teach them anyway. I'm going to teach them something new, because you got to have an open mind living in this world. You have to. You can't just be one-minded. You have to have an open mind, see things from different angles and dimensions and things of that nature in order to move forward. And I'm all about that. And when I first heard y'all speak about it, I was the same way. Like, this is no, I don't believe this is gonna work. No. And I don't know, like you guys were on my mind because that was the morning time. And the laughter part happened like about 8:00 at night. So you guys were on my mind that whole day. And then right then and there, when I'm just sitting there and I'm like, wow, I'm just sitting here listening to them talk. Why are we on three-way? They could just have their own conversation. I just did it. And the feeling was great. I'll tell you another secret about me. I'm the same way. I internalize a lot. And I'll find myself stomach feeling all bloated, acid reflux. I got that acid reflux disease. I also got high blood pressure. And it's not because I eat bad, because I really, really do eat healthy, but it's because I internalize a lot of things. So now that I heard you say that, that's the connection right there. I'm like, here, you know what? Now I'm going to practice it more and more and more, because I haven't done it much since the last time that happened, that experience. So now I want to practice it more and more. So I guess my question for you is, how do you stay consistent with doing it, with practicing it? Because one thing that I heard both of you say is that it's something that you went and you experienced it, but then it was like a time, like, because it was only going on for like once a month, that it was like that downside. So we're really not doing it that much. But then you're like, you know what, I'm going to jump back in it. But this time, how do you stay consistent and keep on practicing it?
Well, because we're certified laughter yoga facilitators now, and we actually hold online laughter yoga sessions. So what you experienced was just a sample. That's not a laughter yoga session.
That's a fraction of what you
That's a fraction of what you experienced. Actually, a small fraction. What you experienced was very small.
Like seconds. A laughter yoga session is actually 30 minutes long.
Yeah. So and we facilitate. It's a whole lesson plan. Yeah. So how we keep this up every day is because we hold sessions every single day. We have different packages we offer where 30-day sessions. We offer it for schools, corporations,
for couples, for
senior citizen centers, rehab centers. We offer it for anyone that books us for sessions. So that's one way we practice it professionally. But personally, we laugh through our challenges, not because those challenges disappear. We're not silly. We take life seriously, but we also take feeling good seriously. And that's what it's all about.
Chronic feel good.
Yeah, we practice chronic feel good by allowing ourselves to laugh we've been experiencing a challenge since the beginning of January. A lot of people think, oh, you two are so happy. And we always say something that Laughter Yoga University is told or states all the time. One of their statements is, we don't laugh because we're happy. We're happy because we laugh.
Oh,
And it's so powerful because a lot of people think, oh, you two are just happy all the time. And we're like, no, we deal with challenges, stress, worry, fear. But guess what? We laugh in the face of all of that because each moment is a moment that you can choose to laugh. That's one of the
We don't let the moments occupy us. We observe those moments from the inside out and don't take those moments internally inside.
We don't absorb it. We understand that each moment is passing, and we also,
it's all temporary.
Yeah, and we also like just laugh. We just laugh, even if and actually recently, I like to tell this story. He's like, about the back pain. No, please. This was powerful. This happened like a couple of weeks ago.
I had a back injury, and my sciatica started to act up. So I was grounded. Lauren had scheduled a session on Clubhouse.
Audio.
And she came in the room while my back went out. And I had climbed up the bed and I laid on the floor. And I'm trying to like relax my back muscle. She's like, the session's starting. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm dying right now. So she turned it was on. She started doing it. And she was gonna do it by herself, but I wanted to be there still I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna live what I'm talking. I was in pain, I was in agony. You know, like when you're in pain, you can moan and you can groan. But also, laughter is a sound. So I took, instead of me moaning and groaning in pain, I just moaned with laughter. I laughed so loud and used the pain as the catalyst for me to laugh. I laughed for the whole 10 minutes. Louder than I've been laughing. I mean, louder than I've been laughing. Like I released everything. Laughed for 10 minutes, did the breathing exercises. And laughter yoga has a component to it that helps with pain.
It eases pain.
It eases pain because when you start releasing the endorphins, the dopamine and everything, you get a natural high that reduces pain. So at the end of that session, I got off the floor and everything.
Yeah,
I was back.
And tell them the most favorite statement that you said. He said something so powerful. I want him to say.
I told her that no matter if you don't want to laugh or you feel like you can't, that's the best time that you should laugh.
I was like, wow.
I didn't want to laugh. I couldn't. I didn't think I could, but
it's the best.
It was the time, and I needed it.
And what about the pain? How did the pain just?
It went from like an 8. Just no matter of fact, it was more than an 8. Just say it went from a 9 or a 10 to about a 3 or 4.
Nice.
So it was down by half, where it was tolerable. I got up, like I said, I was in pain. I went to the chiropractor the day after that, but I got up and I was able to get back around. I was a little achy, but it wasn't where I was grounded.
Yeah, we held sessions with people, so although we are certified and we've learned the benefits of it, the health benefits of it, we actually experienced those benefits over the years that we've been certified.
Because we're living this and we're doing it. So as we encounter situations, we're able to utilize what we're doing and experience that these things really actually work.
It was one time someone had a migraine headache. It was actually one of my cousins, and we were holding a family session, and he did not want to participate, but my aunt convinced him to participate, and he did. And afterwards, he's like, my headache went away. I had a migraine, like it went away. Like I was like, oh, that's another time. It really does work. Like
checking off boxes.
Yeah, so like it really does work. It works.
We've done it for people grieving, a repass. We did that for someone.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was that? Like, what was that experience like?
That was amazing.
Yeah,
because,
touching.
Yeah, and you know, laughter is an emotional release, so people feel like lighter after that, and they felt good. You know, not that, you know, that they were grieving, but they felt like more ease into peace with that. And they did not internalize that loss. It does the same thing for everyone. Like, it's been sessions where people have came up to us or told us, even when we did it online, that, you know, it changed their lives, or that they cried. That makes me cry too. And, you know, it's just so amazing to touch people with this, because it touched our lives, and that's why we do it, and we continue to do it. It's not always easy to introduce it, especially on Clubhouse. We didn't know how to introduce laughter yoga on Clubhouse, but we learned the way, and that was just to share our message and encourage laughter in the Clubhouse room, or encourage laughter.
Can you tell a story about the troll? That you got to tell a story about the troll.
You
got to tell a story about it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, of course.
Yes.
Stories, because it's something to tell.
We were holding a session. It was a laughter lounge. Maybe
it was a laughter lounge. We called it the laughter lounge, where we hosted a Clubhouse room where we were encouraging laughter. And everyone to laugh for no reason. So the room was going really well. We had several participants in there, and everyone was laughing. It was going really well. And then suddenly,
one person popped in and started making noise. And I guess they pinged other people. And I guess they had a troll gang. And the whole room got flooded with trolls.
Clubhouse trolls.
And they started harassing the participants.
Yeah.
And we were doing the laughing exercises anyway.
And they were getting so mad. They're like, it's not funny. Stop laughing. It's not funny. And they're like, what are you laughing at? You're stupid. And we just laughed.
Yeah, we just laughed. They thought we were going to break character or something.
Yeah, or that we were going to stop laughing. But what happened was, it was so interesting because it was another moment where I was going to move them to the audience, because our Clubhouse rooms are always interactive. We bring everyone on stage so we can hear everyone laugh. It builds the social connection. So I was so tempted, and I'm looking at the phone. I'm like, hey, we should move them to the audience. From the time I heard the first couple of trolls, I'm like, move to the audience. And he's like, keep laughing. So I'm like,
they got so frustrated that they just all started to run out of the room.
And it was about like 20 of them. And we just laughed them out. And it was just another aha moment again, where we saw that, positivity trumps any negative vibes that people try to bring your way. And I was so proud of myself.
They chose the wrong room.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I was so proud of myself for not ignoring Ali and saying, no, I'm going to move them to the audience because they're disrupting. I was so proud, and I thanked them so much for empowering me with laughter and telling me to continue to laugh through it. And I was almost in tears afterwards, because I was like, wow, we literally laughed them out the room. Like,
it was a lot of them.
It was a lot of them. And the other participants, the real participants in that room, a couple of them left, but
the majority of them stayed.
The majority stayed.
And they kept laughing.
And they kept on laughing along with us. So no one stopped. And we didn't even do any breathing during the laughter, because every time we would get quiet, we heard the trolls.
They were louder.
Saying something negative.
They were harassing the participants, but nobody acknowledged them. They all laughed. They laughed so hard they couldn't get a window in.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
I like how y'all. I just want, because I know people are gonna say, hey, I know you should have said that, but I like how y'all work together. I like how you allow each other to lead. It's like one person, you allow each other to lead, and y'all guys move forward together. And I love that. I love the support and how you support each other, because, hey, listen, sometimes you'll be on the bike, hey, no, keep it going. No, I'm not going to keep it going. Just hung up, but you kept it pushing. And I love the fact, and I love the vibes that you guys let off, and I love the fact that y'all work together.
It's my best friend.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the way it's supposed to be. And that's the way you thrive together, is when y'all have that connection with relationship. I love you, but you are also my best friend. So that's what it's about. I'm about to put you on the spot.
Thank you.
You ready?
Yeah.
It'll be the hot seat.
Okay.
So usually, traditionally, on Journey to Mindset, I know we're not face to face. We're in we're doing Zoom. So normally I would step out of the camera view, cut off my mic, and I would give 60 seconds for whoever my guests are to just let off their heart, whatever it is that they want to talk to my viewers. We can't do that here. I can't do that because I can't walk away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the cut off the camera button, and I'm going to give you 60 seconds to pour out whatever's on your heart. that you feel that would be beneficial and informative to all of my listeners. So y'all down to do that for me?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm cutting off the camera now and I'm giving it all to y'all. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I'm gone.
Okay. So hello, everybody.
Hello.
A lot of what we just shared with you all is not just because we're certified laughter yoga leaders and we have this business. It is because we're sharing this because we want to encourage people to laugh. Why? Because it benefits you. It benefits you mentally, emotionally, and physically. You don't have to wait on a reason to laugh. You can choose to laugh. Choose to empower yourself in the present moment by laughing. Laughing for no reason. Don't wait. Why? Because it benefits you. It benefits those around you. Because it feels good to feel good.
Choose the moment. Don't let the moment choose you.
Yes, and just allow yourself to feel good because we're so caught up. Adults rely on 4 things to laugh: reason, sense of humor, level of happiness, level of satisfaction. Especially during these challenging times we're facing with COVID, the pandemic, the lockdowns, and everything else that goes on in our daily lives, we're not likely to laugh. We're very, very unlikely to laugh. And as a result of that, our mental health suffers, our emotional health suffers,
Our relationships suffer.
our physical health suffers. And, if you can just choose to laugh and understand that, these challenges that you face on a daily basis, like I said earlier in the interview, that we face challenges still, we deal with stress still, but we laugh through it. And that's the biggest message or takeaway that we would like you all to have, that you can choose to laugh through it. You don't have to feel bad through it or get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable by allowing yourself to laugh in the face of fear, laugh in the face of challenges, laugh in the face of anxiety, laugh in
the face of worry,
the face of stress. You can do it. Just laugh at it. And that doesn't mean it's going to disappear. It just means that it'll make things easier for you. And that's what it's all about, making life easier for you. And
it's a powerful coping tool.
Yeah. And it'll improve the relationship with yourself, with others around you, with your family. Laughter strengthens the bonds, relationships with others. We all laugh in the same language. And so it socially connects us during these times where we feel socially disconnected. If you choose to laugh or even try a laughter yoga session, try something new this year, try a laughter yoga session, experience the health benefits of that, experience the power of laughter, the healing benefits of laughter, the health benefits of laughter, because you can, you can experience it. And it's a really simple, easy exercise routine to do. It benefits you in so many ways. And we're just here to help people to feel good. And that is our mission. We want to help you feel good because it feels good to feel good. So thank you.
That's the vibes. That's the vibes. I love it. I love it. So everybody's going to be asking me, I'm pretty sure, where can they find y'all? What is your social media? Please let them know how they can reach out to you. And if they want to book something with you, please let them know.
www.laughinglovebugs.com. Mistake laughter.
I like that.
We're always laughing at our mistakes. We get tongue-tied when we're excited all the time. But yeah, our website is laughinglovebugs.com. We're going to stick to not saying the W's anymore because that happens every time. Either one of us always miss a W. So laughinglovebugs.com. And we're on all social media platforms, Laughing Love Bugs, IG, Laughing Love Bugs. The only one that we're Laughing Love Bug is on Clubhouse because they didn't allow us to put the S.
We ran out of characters.
But everywhere we're Laughing Love Bugs. We love the way everyone laughs. It inspires us to keep spreading our message, and We would love to laugh with you.
We benefit from it too. Every time we laugh with someone, we get something out of it as well.
Yeah, we benefit.
Nice. And you
It's
said
mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
I seen your Instagram, right? I'm always on it. I'm nosy. I mean, come on now. I love your Instagram. Let me tell you what I love about your Instagram the most is that you allow people to laugh with you on Instagram. So y'all make the videos and y'all are laughing and you can't help but to laugh with you. So I just want to tell you, one, I appreciate it. And if you guys have not looked at their social media yet, or you don't know who they are, go onto their social media, especially that Instagram too, and check it out because the work that they're doing is just amazing. You'll see other people that they're working with, but it really does have amazing effect. And I think that you two are brilliant. To inspire me. This is going to go beyond what you guys imagined it to go on because the vibe and the feeling and the energy that I feel when I did it, it was just something that I never felt before. You know, like I'm just saying, you doubt me now, you die a believer. Well, guess what? I'm a believer. Definitely a believer, and I appreciate y'all a lot for introducing it to me. I really do.
And you're also an honorary laughing love bug.
You want to do a little bit of greeting laughter?
Yeah, let's do it.
We can do an exercise.
Yeah, exercise.
Okay, a little laughter yoga sample exercise.
I'm ready.
All right, so it's called greeting laughter. What we're going to do is we're going to greet each other with laughter. We start by introducing ourselves by first name, and we're all going to laugh together because in laughter yoga, we're not laughing at each other. We laugh with each other. And then we're going to say our location, and we're all going to laugh together. So I'll begin.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lauren. And I'm in New Jersey.
I'm Ali. And I'm in New Jersey too.
I'm Donald. I'm in Yonkers, New York. Y'all gonna make me choke.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
I love this. I love this. I love this.
Very good. Yay. Very good. Very good. Yay.
Go with y'all. Very good. Very good. Yay. Yay. One more time. Very good. Very good. Yay. I love it. I love it. It takes you out of your comfort zone. It takes you out of your normal character. And I'm telling you people, listen, I don't bring people on journey of the mindset that I don't feel is going to be beneficial, that I don't feel is real. This right here is real. If you're suffering from depression, you've lost someone, you're dealing with tough times because of what's been going on for the last year, I advise you to reach out to them, learn this technique, and definitely open up your mind and get that negative energy out of you because that's what it releases when you smile. When your pores open up, all of that negative energy comes out of you. And you have to be willing and have that open mindset in order to embrace it. All right? So I definitely, before I go, I want to give y'all one more time. Anything else before I let y'all go?
Yes, really quick. We weren't always laughter yogis, everyone. So we understand that it looks weird and it may be uncomfortable, but it works. And also we pride ourselves in allowing or fostering a comfortable space where you can be vulnerable with laughter. Laughter takes a sense of vulnerability to allow yourself to laugh for no reason at all. So we understand that it may feel awkward. It may even look awkward with us doing it, or if you're listening, it may sound awkward, it may sound silly. Even with the very good, yay, a lot of people say, hey, well, I'm not 5. Why are they doing that? Like, I'm not a child. But what that does is, because there's an inner child within our souls that desires freedom via laughter. As adults, you're not laughing anymore. So motion creates emotion. So when you're clapping, you're stimulating acupressure points in your hands, and you're lifting your hands up and you're saying, very good, yay. You're letting your inner self know that everything is okay out here. I'm back in my childhood days. Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's happening out here than what's happening inside of you. So when you do these motions, it creates emotion, and it awakens that inner child. And this is a reason why we do that, to transition in between exercises. I apologize. It looks like you wanted to.
But I was uncomfortable with it when I first started, even after getting certified. Very good, very good. Yay. Like, to say it,
Yeah.
it took a while for me to get used to saying it. I was certified. I knew why, and it still took a little, it still took a little bit of time before I got comfortable with that part of it. Because I still, even though I know it was not childish, but it felt childish.
Yeah. And but now we understand it awakens that inner child joy. Children don't laugh because something is funny. They're not in the left side of their brain, logical, analytical, judgmental like adults. They are laughing because they're playing. Just because you laugh doesn't mean you can't be professional. It just means that you're open-minded. You're releasing that inner child. You're releasing it. Laughter is an emotional release, and adults don't laugh anymore because we wait for a reason. And as Ali said, what about the children?
Children laugh on average about 300 to 400 times per day. You want to know how many times an adult laughs?
I'm pretty sure that number is low.
10 to 15 times on average per day. Drastic.
Yeah.
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 Like,
So
seriously.
yeah. So
that's why we feel the way we feel, because we're not laughing on average what we would have been laughing as children. That's why we feel.
Sorry. No, something very important. Now that we're talking about children really quick. Don't want to take up too much time, but just one more thing.
This is very important.
That was so powerful that we learned with doing this with families, especially during these times. I mean, we always knew it because we done it with families before COVID, but especially now during COVID, when we hold our sessions with families and the children hear their parents laughing, it's so powerful because recently we had a session with a mother. Her children were not included in the session. She just wanted to do the session herself. However, her children overheard her laughing in our session, ran into the room and automatically connected with her and was laughing, and they felt so happy. And she said, you know what I didn't notice after they left the room, after we did a few exercises with them? She said, I didn't notice that I'm not laughing anymore. Even I already don't laugh much, but I've been on my phone all the time, and they mirror adults. Children mirror adults. So if you're not laughing, guess what? Children aren't laughing either. And guess what? They're also experiencing the pressures of the changes that are happening around them. And so when you bring laughter into the home, it helps build and strengthen the relationship within the families. And children communicate with laughter. They learn with laughter. And they want to see you laugh. They want to see you laugh. It feels good when they hear you laugh.
They know everything is well when they see their parents laughing.
Yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to
can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
No, this is what it's about. Bring it on. Feed us.
We do couple sessions as well.
Oh yeah.
And while on Clubhouse, we got pinged into a room, and they were talking about something unrelated. But the person that room it was were familiar with us. And there were the people, we talked about what we do. And we didn't do any laughter yoga examples, anything. We didn't do a sample, that we just talking. And the room emptied out, and there were just two people in there. There was a woman in there, she was married, and she said that her and her husband were having problems. But we told her about laughter, and she said, well, they laugh all the time. Like, we laugh all the time. My husband's a comedian. We laugh all the time. That's what she kept saying. I'm like, it's different. I'm telling her, it's different. She almost argued me down about the fact that what we were trying to, because she didn't experience it, so she was on the same side of, oh, laughter and joking and everything is the same. And I'm like, no. So her husband was downstairs on the first floor, and she said, I wish he was up here so he could see it, learn or whatever, or do a session with you guys. I'm like, well, go get him. She said, nah, he's all the way downstairs. Coincidentally, he just happened to walk upstairs past her while we were on the phone, while we were on Clubhouse. She asked him, like, hey, we're going to do this session right now. He was like, cool, I'll do it, whatever. They did it. Started to, and we did the session. We did a full session. We did it on Zoom, didn't we?
Yeah,
did we do it on Zoom?
It was a sample.
It was a sample.
And then they booked us for online.
But we did the session, and after that, she turned from not being able to be convinced and saying that, oh, this will never work, to her saying, we got to book a session. She said she hadn't laughed with her, they were in therapy and everything. She said she hadn't laughed with him in over a year. They were on the verges of splitting up. Didn't know, he didn't know, because they laughed. You know, sometimes you can be with someone and not know exactly how they feel. He said, we laughed. You laughed today. She said, no, I just laughed like that just so you feel good. She didn't have a sincere, genuine laugh with her husband in over a year. And that was the first time that they laughed, was in a session. Immediately, he said, we have to do another session.
Yeah. She changed her bio and everything to say laughter yoga advocate.
Yeah.
She's like, y'all changed my life. She's an educator, so she's doing it with her students, and she's laughing more. And she said,
she's a doctor.
Doctor. Yeah. And she said,
oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
She hits us on Instagram all the time. Where you at? I'm looking for you.
And Clubhouse.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
she sends us DMs and everything. Where you at? I didn't see you yet today.
Yeah, and she said that even her students noticed the impact that her teaching style is different now. She eased up, and they actually are learning better and improve their attention span and so much. So
a smile makes you more approachable.
Yes,
and it is just so amazing. It's so many stories.
It's so much stuff. Yeah,
we could go on forever.
Well, I like that y'all shared that. One, I like that y'all shared with the kids, because that's something that I think is very important for them, for people to know, for the listeners to know, is that kids can also experience this greatness too. You know, if you have a kid that's going through a difficult time too, he can also learn it, or she can also learn this as well. It's funny because when people want something, they won't say it. She stayed back in that room for a reason, but yet she's still willing to argue you down, knowing that deep down inside, he's right. And y'all were able to give her something that she was looking for, because we all know she was looking for. She would never stay there in the back room.
Yeah,
was able to give her something that she was looking for, and the great thing about it is it changed her life, and she doesn't have to lose her husband now.
Yeah,
laugh for real.
Her husband said that he experienced something that he didn't know that he was missing.
Yeah,
but he was grateful that he experienced it.
That's deep.
And I'm just like, it's just so amazing, and we are so encouraged to keep going. I mean, it's not always easy presenting this stuff, even in a clubhouse room, especially in a clubhouse room, audio where people are not receptive to laughter and they don't want to hear about it.
And it's harder. It's harder to convey what we're saying just audibly.
Yeah. But we've been doing it.
Yeah.
We've been doing it.
We had to translate something that you do visually within groups, face to face, into something that we did over the internet via camera and Zoom and everything, and then to shrink it down again, and then to be able to translate that audibly over Clubhouse. So there was no instruction manual. There was no one that can teach us how to do this. It's all trying. It was like flying a plane and learning while you're in the air.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Listen, that's what this is about. Move, pass, go. That's what I'm all about. Is the procrastination, the I don't know how to do it. Just go for it. Jump and build your wings on the way down. Listen.
Yeah.
You got this. You got this. I wanna really thank y'all for coming on. You guys are amazing, like honestly and truly amazing. And I appreciate y'all so much. I hope that definitely I can get y'all back on when all of this COVID stuff is over and we can actually meet face to face. I think the vibe would be amazing. So I definitely want to thank you one more time. Can you please tell them where they can find you?
www.laughinglovebugs.com. I did it! In all social media platforms, Laughing Love Bugs.
Until next time, world family, you heard it. You're here. If you're going through a rough time and you fall, make sure you land on your back so you can look back in the direction that you should be going in. Les Brown said that, and I'm a firm believer. Peace.